Ryan Messer, who's one of the leading LGBTQ voices in greater Cincinnati, invited me to his home with about 12 or 15 other gay men and women from around the entire region, and just to listen and for them to share with me what that word that I used means to them and how it's affected them in their lives. And there was one very poignant moment. A young man named Dan Davidson, who's the head of PFLAG, when he was living in Seattle, he was going to a drag party. And he was dressed up as a woman, was walking down the street in Seattle, and there was a crosswalk. And so 2 or 3 lanes of traffic, they all stopped to allow him to go across the street. He walks across the street, goes through the first lane, second lane, third lane. All of a sudden, this guy guns it, runs him over, literally breaks virtually every bone almost in his body, knocks every one of his teeth out, shatters his jaw, his face, all the bones when he got slammed into the concrete. And he's lying there on the ground with his teeth and blood and everywhere. And the person who ran him over gets out of the car and walks up to him and calls him the name, the word that I used, and then spit on him. Got back in his car, drove around him, and off he went. And when you hear something like that, you're like, whoa. And if that doesn't move you to start to examine yourself and look in the mirror and to try and look for ways of change, then I don't know what would. And that really started the whole ball rolling for multiple different events and things that I've tried to do, if there is such a thing, to right my wrong. I don't know if there is such a thing. For some there is, for others there may not be forgiveness for what I said ever.